ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Caged Review. My name is Kevin Chackwitz. This is a review for Cobra Kai Season 1, Episode 7. And I've said that I like what they're doing with this series. I like the character build-up that they have. I like the relationship building that they're doing. I also said during my last review for Episode 6 that I really didn't know the actor or even the name of the character for Johnny's son. I just knew him as Johnny's son. And he has taken on a much bigger role in 6 and 7. So we've gotten to Robbie Keane as Johnny Lawrence's son. And he's played by Tanner Buchanan. He's actually a pretty damn good actor. I really like what he's done so far with this. And Tanner, Robbie Keane, is now Daniel LaRusso's student. And it starts with Daniel teaching Robbie a lot of martial arts through chores, just like Miyagi did with him. You know, the whole wax on, wax off bit, and it goes through some other things they're doing, like sweeping the floor, even jacking up a car in the auto shop. And so you're going through a whole spiel with that, and you know, kind of the end of the segment, the kid comes up and he's like, I got all the cars waxed, and just like Miyagi did, Daniel says, both lots? And the kid gets pissed off. He's like, I thought you were going to teach me martial arts. I'm just doing all your damn chores. And then, of course, Daniel's like, I love this part. And there's a cutscene where they're at the house and Daniel's teaching him all the moves that the kid has been learning through the chores. So that was really cool. It was kind of a nod to the original. I really liked how, you know, it was the throwback to Miyagi teaching Daniel, now Daniel teaching this Johnny's kid, Robbie, the same way. And while that's happening, you have Miguel and Johnny are both kind of coming to, they have to make a decision with a couple of things. Miguel is trying to get advice on getting a date with this girl, which is, of course, Samantha rather. And Johnny is trying to get Cobra Kai into the All Valley tourney. Come to find out, they were permanently banned because of the misconduct in the Karate Kid movie, you know, where they got the Cobra Kai guys that are trying to take out Daniel LaRusso's leg. So they're both basically saying to each other, never accept defeat. Miguel trying to get the date with Sam, and then Johnny trying to get Cobra Kai reinstated into the All Valley. And so that kind of leads them on separate missions for the show. And as a side mission, Robbie's friends, he's had a couple of hoodlums that he was hanging around with, if you remember. He was a kid a few episodes back that actually stole some guy's laptop so they can get some money. And so these hoodlum kids that he's hanging around with are trying to get him to steal from LaRusso Auto. And so they're trying to convince him to get the code so they can get into the shop while everybody's gone and, you know, get money or whatever from the shop. So you can see Robbie throughout the show kind of toying with the idea but fighting against it too. He records Daniel's wife putting in the code without her noticing, and then it comes to a point where they all show up, Robbie and his friends, and Robbie's like, you know what, I'm just not going to give you the code. I'm going to stand up, I'm going to do the right thing. And of course they try to fight him, and he actually does really well against both of them, except at the end, you know, the numbers game kind of catches up and he just points to the camera, Robbie does, and they realize that they better back off. So you realize that Robbie's not a bad kid. He's just had a lot of, you know, shit circumstances. And then you get a really cool scene with Daniel and Robbie. They're doing some bonsai training, and it's, you know, kind of the same thing as in the Karate Kid, where Daniel's telling him, you know, you gotta visualize what you want and then create it. And kind of a cool scene though. Nice little flashback. And speaking of throwbacks, Miguel finally asks Sam out on a date. or a non-date as it was called, since he had to ask twice. And they go to golf and stuff, which is the same place they went to in the actual Karate Kid movie. And it was funny because it showed Miguel and Sam just having a great time, and they were playing the song Young Hearts, which is the same song that they used in the actual Karate Kid movie when Daniel and Ellie were at golf and stuff. So, very cool throwback, and still having, you know, contemporary things happening. Very cool. I liked it. And then you get the final showdown is Lawrence and LaRusso at the All Valley meeting, where it's Johnny's trying to get Cobra Kai reinstated. And we find out that, of course, Daniel LaRusso is actually on the committee, of course. And he's telling all the other judges that there's no way that Cobra Kai should be allowed back in. You could see Johnny Lawrence is getting pissed off, but he keeps his cool and he talks from the heart, and he gets Cobra Kai reinstated, and that's kind of where you leave off with it. And I thought that was really cool, because it shows he's trying to mature, and Miguel is being a good influence on Johnny. And I think that's exactly what you want. And that's what I mean about the character interaction here, the character development, the relationship development. You know, you see Johnny Lawrence as this absolute ass at times, but you understand his circumstances, and you see him trying, you see him wanting to be a different person, and he just doesn't know how to go about it. And now you have this unassuming kid who is impacting his life positively. So it was very cool, and I like where they're going with the direction with these characters and these build-ups. I thought it was very, very entertaining. So, that is Cobra Kai episode 7. I'm going to give it probably a 7 out of 10. Very, very solid. I really liked the directions they were going with some of this stuff. And it was just really fun. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. If you enjoyed the review, hit the like button, subscribe, and share. My name is Kevin Jackowitz. Kaged Nation out.